And so it is in the sewers where we find ourselves, and because of that, we get to do something we have never done before. Using Foundry for the first time, which is you have limited visibility on this map.
Okay.
So, obviously, you were left in pretty poor condition, the three of you as well. As much as you were able to come out of this thing victorious.
I'm not bad, really.
You're okay.
That's true.
You're all right. What you are, Pretzels, is very loud in my ear. Let me just pull you down a little bit.
Sorry.
Yeah,
That's not your
Melpomene has died once, so
Yeah,
we're the cautious side of things.
I think Fenn and Melpomene definitely looking quite worse for wear in particular. Victorious against the guards and the hellhounds, but not but at some cost potentially. So let's jump back in then. You were kind of sprinting up the sewer. Let's say you've travelled a little bit of a distance up this path, and it's clear from your surroundings that there are signs that people come in here sometimes. So I guess that's all I'll say at this stage. What is the thought process for the team? What's the plan?
Before we do anything else, or I do anything else, can I cast Cure Wounds on both myself and Melpomene?
If you've
Because
got
I still have four level 1 slots, so that shouldn't be a
Oh,
problem.
nice.
Yeah, by all means. Yeah, if you've got the spell slots, go ahead.
I will try to do it over Foundry. Oh my god. Okay, I think I'm doing it.
Nice.
So
That's my roll.
So that's for you. So you get 16 back.
Good roll.
And then for
I can
Melpomene.
do your HP while you do that.
Yeah, thank you. Oh,
Oof, not as
not
good.
as good.
8 is better than nothing, man. You know.
That's true. Yeah.
Did
But
I
you
have-
had a little
And-
more than I actually had.
Were you on
You're-
12
and you're-
previously, Melpomene? Did I have that right?
Yeah, 9 actual and 3 temp. Yes.
Gotcha. Okay, no worries. There is a way to do. 10
I mean, I'm looking.
points.
Can I do it? Does it directly connect with D&D Beyond? Like, if I update my D&D Beyond sheet, does it update for you?
I don't think it does it in real time. I think you have to import it again. But I've actually done it, and actually, because it did import over, you do have 3 temporary hit points. That's actually that's fine. It's doing it what we thought. So yeah, all good. So that's a good call there, Fenn. Makes you.
Before you get any ideas.
In the spirit of the same thing, I've still got 3 spell slots. If anybody, I can give myself a little more, but if anybody else needs it, I can do Healing Word.
Oh, that's also nice. Yeah.
Well, here's the situation. Manfred
I
is
was
on
gonna say, if not, I'll hold
25.
off.
I'm not
Okay.
too bad, really.
He's
Yeah.
on 25. Fenn's now on 18, and you're now
Yeah.
on 17. Plus 17 plus the 3 temp.
Okay.
So you're all at around about half health, there or thereabouts, I would say.
All right. I'll hang on to the spell slots just to be
Yeah.
safe.
Makes
You know.
sense.
Okay, cool. So, what I will say is you can move your own tokens in this area, but I may stop you if you move to certain points and if there are things going on and happening. Feel you can move around, but do so at your own peril. If you go barreling around a corner and there's 10,000 wolves there, then you'll be in a fight with 10,000 wolves. So what's the thought process for the team? Feeling a little bit livelier after that healing from Fenn. What's the plan?
Just getting out of there as quickly as possible, right?
Peek around the corner.
Yeah, sure. So if you're wanting to kind of peep around that corner, and do so in a stealthy way, I think we don't need. There's no roll required. You can, as you kind of like edge around the corner, you see that leads just to a dead end. There's actually nothing in up that route. Just solid wall eventually.
I'm just sticking on the high end of
creeping along the wall.
I'm trying to avoid walking in that water.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
So.
Manfred's like kicking puddles, you know. Like
I'm in a jolly old time. Oh, I see something. What do you?
What do you see, Manfred? Give me a perception check.
Bear with me.
Oh yeah, so that was something I never told you guys about. You can do this through your character sheet if you want. You can literally open your character sheet up in the actors panel, and click the skill required, and it will do it all for you. Or you can just use the dice tray and you put the modifiers on manually. On an 11, I think you sort of can vaguely recognise this is the figure of Ongo, who made their escape just ahead of you. I'm just going to roll for their perception actually to see if they detect you. Give me a stealth roll, Manfred, and we'll do this as an opposed roll to see if they hear you coming.
Yeah. Stealth 2.
For an 8.
Splashing those puddles too much.
And a 10. Okay, so Ongo does hear you coming. So yeah, you can just see around the corner there that Ongo is there, and he's standing kind of pressed against the wall, and you see his head sort of turn around. And he kind of double takes and sees you. Manfred, you hear in your head a message. You see him hold his hand up, and you hear a telepathic message in your mind from Ongo that says, "Wait there a second." You can respond to this telepathically if you wish to do so, and you can say whatever.
I sort of say, why should I? The reason.
He looks around, and then you see him come back around the corner, and he Ongo comes into the field of view for all of you, and he kind of gestures to the three of you to gather round, and in the most hushed whisper imaginable, he's like, I'm not going to do it because Discord will kill the sound if I go too quiet, but he's like, he says, there are 2 guards in a side room. I don't know what they're doing down here. I didn't expect them to be here.
I see.
So Manfred, give me another perception check.
Yes.
Nice. Yeah, you can see that they're both kind of facing away from you at this moment in time. And as long as you stay around that corner, even if they turn around, they shouldn't have sight of you. he's like, Ongo says, I don't know what to do. We could try and sneak past. We've got a little bit of cover. Or we could, you know. You know.
I know.
Whoa.
I mean, I personally would like to avoid combat again
Yeah, I
right
think it's
now
worth
because
at least sneaking, at least trying.
I do still have actually one second level spell slot, so I could once again cast Pass Without Trace. So we all get a +10 for stealth,
I think that'd be good.
and
yeah.
then try to sneak past.
I think either we go in combat or we try and sneak at least, and combat anyway. So I think sneaking's the best
Yeah,
option.
who knows how strong they are?
Especially after what we just been through.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm so curious what they're guarding. I'm so curious. I've snuck up behind both of you. I was looking over at the bins and crates, poking around, didn't find anything useful. So I definitely snuck up behind you guys while you were just whispering amongst yourselves, and was like, "But they're guarding something."
I mean, maybe we can see it. I mean, we have Path Without Trace, so we can maybe just risk getting a little bit closer. Maybe make out what they're doing there.
I'm good with that.
Are you telling Ongo about this Pass Without Trace idea, Fenn?
Yeah.
He nods.
Just leave him out.
He's like, okay, that could work. He's like, I know these guys. They're not bad guys, you know. They're just working grunts, same as me.
Do you know why they're there?
Sometimes guards are stationed down here because we do occasionally have people trying to sneak in through the sewers. They'll sometimes, I don't know, it could be that they're just positioned here in case of any problems. He says, but I do know one thing. There'll be a button on the wall in there that will alert the complex to a problem in that specific area.
Okay.
You can still, by the way, faintly hear the alarm sounding from back in the vault room. So it's not like there isn't already.
They're too busy cleaning up all the ashes to turn it off.
And in fact, Ongo is like, we should go now if we're going to do this, because there'll be more. There'll be more coming.
Sneak.
Yeah, let's go.
All right, amazing. Who is going to go first? Presumably, Fenn, you'll need to go and cast the spell. And remind me of the radius of it.
1 second. In a 30-foot or so 30 foot from me.
So you can use the measurement controls to put down a 30-foot radius on the map.
That's a good idea, yeah.
I'll just move this map over so that.
But can I do that around me, like as me as a center?
You can.
I think so. You can click on the token and then drag out once you've clicked over to the targets. Yeah.
Yeah. Is it 30 feet around you, or is it 30 feet on a point?
No, 30 feet around me.
Okay. So it's as long as people stay within 30 feet of you is the thing.
Something like this.
Okay, amazing. Cool. Does that move with your token if you move it then?
I'm not sure.
I'm guessing probably not.
No,
but...
no, it doesn't.
Okay, that's fine. We can move the thing with you. I'll just move this to here. That's going to cover
okay.
That's going to cover the radius of you guys moving through it. So everybody, as you pass through, Ongo kind of hangs back and sort of watching you guys all go through. Give me each a stealth roll, and of course add your additional +10 to whatever you would normally roll for stealth.
Very sneaky.
26. Manfred, you skirt through and can get the other side.
Oh, why did that roll with
I don't
2?
know.
Oh, that was because we both rolled at the same time. I see.
Oh. It was that. So the worst roll here, a 19. I'm quite happy that you all make it through. Let's
just rolled in at 20.
Yeah, that'll do. Fenn, you can go like dancing the can as you go through. And let's just do a roll for Ongo. $18. Amazing. Everybody comes through undetected. As you're passing through, you can hear the two guards kind of grumbling to each other about the fact that they're stationed down here. They're complaining about the smell and stuff, and it's like, you know, they're sort of moaning and saying, like, as if anyone would come through here, you know, and you know, just incredulous that they would actually be called upon, and kind of expressing, you know, if anything were to come through this way, it would probably be too strong for the two of us, you know. Round to the left here of this corner, you can see at this end that there is a ladder leading up to. You can see the light pouring in through an overhead grate, and a ladder that leads up. What's the plan, Stan?
It's a great question. I would like... Is this just another dead end up here? Probably.
I want to have a look. I'm going to slowly sneak up and peek around.
Yeah, everything else that you reveal is just leads to kind of dead ends. The only thing that you see, Manfred, here is that there is like a big on the pipe work. There is like one big pipe that has a wheel to open it on it, and you see that on this pipe sticking out of the wall, it's like emergency flush, do not release.
Don't.
And this pipe is like 5 foot wide, like 5 foot radius, so it's like quite a sizable thing.
So it's not really a super heavy fun slide button.
Actually, what did I say? 5 feet? No, sorry, more like 10 feet. So it's pretty. You know, it would release a lot of water if unlocked. But this thing down the bottom is just a dead end. So it seems clear where the best chance of exit is. What's the next course of action?
Oh wait, where is the exit? Is it one of the ladders?
Right over here. It's just
This one, right?
it's not actually.
Oh, okay.
The ladder itself is not actually visible on this image. Connection successful. Everybody's cameras are back. Everybody hear me okay? See everything okay?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, the
that was
stream is on again too.
That was really weird. Give me 2 seconds. Let me just try something and hope this doesn't kick everybody out of Foundry. I've still got some work to do around this because there's something weird about the wired connection and Foundry. I'm not sure why, but hopefully while we're already in it, it should be okay. Right. Is that all good? Is everybody okay?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah.
Are you okay? Everything
Yeah.
seems to be.
Cool.
Video Ninja looks like it's okay on my end.
Oh, I've just lost your
Yeah,
camera.
looks okay on my end too.
I've lost all your cameras again.
Oh no.
Oh, there they are. There they are. Okay. Fucking hell, man. Weird world we live in. Good. Right. Cool.
Now I slowly climb the ladder then, so is there anywhere to like peek out at the top?
Sure. As you,
I don't see Manfred's token anymore.
Oh, I'm dead. Oh my god.
Don't be dead. Where is
Oh my
Manfred's
God.
token?
I'm hiding.
He was underneath.
Oh, there you go.
Okay.
There you go.
I
Just
see.
getting trying to boost Melpomene. So Manfred, you climb up the ladder, and you find that the grate is closed.
Is it locked? Like, can I slowly lift it, or?
You can try and push it. Give me a strength check.
Okay. Bear with me. Ooh, that's a good bonus.
Uh-oh.
15. What do we think that does? I'm gonna say on a 15, you're not quite able to lift it. You can see that it can be lifted theoretically, but would need a greater level of strength.
Okay.
I climb down and let someone else have a go at it.
Who actually has the highest strength?
It's got to be
That's
you,
Manfred.
surely. Oh, is
No,
it
I've got a
Manfred?
12.
Oh, you're not you then.
Manfred. It's definitely
Okay,
not me.
so
Could I just-
then
could I
I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability.
Oh yeah, nice.
Nice.
So in the effort of staying a little bit quiet, I'm gonna use my Beskar flute as kind of a percussion against my leg, and do a nice little invigorating little ditty, and you're gonna get a bonus to strength, so you'll have advantage on all ability checks for strength.
Nice. And who's that for? Manfred, yeah?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Manfred, you can take another crack at it if you want.
I'll go again, then.
It's a 16 to beat. Give me a strength roll with advantage. What I will say is if you get lower than a 10, this is with advantage, mind you, it's going to make a loud noise. You're going to push it up and it's going to slam back down.
Does the pass without a trace help with this?
Well, how long does that was actually I was going to ask that. You're right. How long does pass without trace last?
It's an hour, I think.
Okay, so you're okay. You are
concentration up to 1 hour.
Then yes, it will help. So if you'll still be under the protection of that if somebody tries to perceive you, and you have an opposed stealth roll. So let's have strength with advantage. You'll beat a 10.
Of course.
But it's a 16 you need to really beat.
Yeah. Oh, why is 2 rolled? Oh no, is
Because
that
it's
right?
advantage.
Oh,
It's
I
advantage.
see.
Ooh, it's a good thing you had
Perfect.
advantage.
Yeah.
It is amazing, awesome stuff. Yeah, you with a renewed feeling of vigor, thanks to Melpomene's enhanced ability. You with a grunt and lift the grate open. Give me a quick investigation check, Manfred,
Yes.
as you asked about peering over the top. A 7. It's very dark outside. It's the middle of the night still. What you can see is that you're no longer in. You're not in that area where you came into Two-Tongues, like within his little villa area. You're not in there, but you're not really sure where you are. You don't see anybody around.
Oh, seems safe enough. I just slowly climb out then.
Great. Ongo is following on behind you as well. And I assume everybody's going up and out?
Yep.
Yeah. Amazing. And you find yourselves back in sweet Pagona's Rest. As you emerge, you leave behind the sewers and the smell of the sewers, which I didn't spend enough time describing. It was pretty nasty. As I say, it's still dark. You are still in Tricorn, but what you find is that you've actually crossed underneath the river. And you're now in the kind of northern section of Tricorn, somewhat close to the Panga Lounge, and this hatch just comes out in a little alleyway in between a couple of houses. It's dead quiet outside, but I think that you've put the sewers behind you. That could have gone real differently, by the way. That was deftly done. I think pass without trace was a right touch there. Very cool. So catastrophe avoided. You're obviously holding on to some loot and stuff like that. What's the first course of action? It's like perhaps 3 a.m. now.
Oh wow.
Long rest.
So back to the Slithalium, yeah.
Slithalium, yeah.
You got it.
Although let's go the long way.
Yeah, I figured that too.
Let's go through the dead straits and the water courses. We'll take a lazy stroll through 3 districts to avoid cutting back through Tricorn.
Incredible.
I agree with that.
So through dead straits, through the water courses, through New Tisfelk. I'm gonna say, because walking through New Tisfelk at night, this is the first time you've done this. Okay. I'm not gonna do.
Pass without a trace is still up.
It is, isn't it?
Road?
It's an hour.
It is, isn't it? All right. You know what? Fine. Then we won't worry about it. I was gonna have you have a little scuffle with some street toughs, but I think if Pass Without Trace is still in action, which I suppose it would be, it probably takes you I don't know, a good sort of 40 minutes longer going round this way. But I'm happy that it would just about be active still. So you pass without trace through New Tisfelk, unseen by all, and arriving back into Southside and heading into the Slithalium. You find when you arrive back at the fighters' barracks that Colossa is there sleeping, and oh my lord, she makes a row when she sleeps. She's a massive 7'5" Loxodon that snores. So she you hear this kind of go ahead and long rest and get yourselves healed up. Very nicely done, team, getting out of there with unscathed. Oh, look how easy that is through bloody Foundry as well. Click a button, bam, done. Thank you, Manfred. You can tell Pretzel's having good fun with the chat function. Incredible. So, long rested. Everyone's feeling back to full strength. Fenn, you got your spell slots back. How many spell slots do you have, by the way? Because you used a good couple in that fight before.
I had 2 level 1 slots left, actually. Yeah, I used everything. Both of my wild shapes and everything else.
God.
How many total do you have?
I have 2 third level, 3 second level, and 4 first level.
Okay, so we're the same level of number of...
Yeah.
Okay.
Nice. Incredible. So, the morning comes then. For a long rest. Is it 4 hours, I think, a long rest? Something like that.
I think it's 8 hours, so we're going to sleep until midday.
Sleep until the certainly the very late morning, yeah. Incredible.
You deserve it.
You're I'm just trying to think. Give me 2 seconds. You're awoken by the sound of the like the horn that calls people to the Slithalium. You just hear like that's the sound that you hear. What's first on the list today, team? You as you are roused by this very loud noise. You've never been as close to it as you as you are right now.
Oh, that's true. Ooh. I don't know about y'all, but Melpomene is like vibrating to go talk to Emba.
Yeah,
about
100%.
the sheet music.
Yeah.
Yeah, and me, I want to ask her about the Sage Stone if she maybe knows anything about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Amazing. All right, well, off to Mokono Academy it is then. As usual, Ember is there. Tram and Jeem is there as well. And your old mate, Tramin, is there. And the two of them have kind of locked heads. And Ember sees you come in as you enter the research halls. And they have a sort of half smile on their face as they come walking over. Good morning, or they kind of look outside. Is it afternoon? I have no idea. I've been here since dawn. How are you?
We're very well. I made an exciting discovery, and I would like your opinion on what it is.
Of course.
Are we in like a semi-private space? Like, are we in her
office?
Or...
There's a few other people around. It's just a big kind of open research hall. Nobody so close that they appear to be. If you want, give me a give me like a perception check, and
yeah.
And we can see.
Oh, that could have been really great.
They all could be really great. On a 10. Yeah, I don't think you. There's nothing apparent that indicates that anyone is interested in the least in your conversation.
Cool. I'm gonna pull out the stuff I can't read.
Ember takes Ember takes a look at this and just like feeling the paper between their fingers firstly, and just looks studiously at it and is like, "Where did you get this?"
Out of a vault of very other important things.
A vault. Perhaps we shouldn't say any more on that. They study it and they say, I have seen notation like this. they're like, they just look a bit puzzled, as if they're sort of trying to remember where they've seen this before. They say, it's music. That much seems plain to me. But They walk over to a kind of nearby sort of stack of scrolls and start kind of pouring through. Melpomene, when you did the initial job of tracking down Tramin for Ember, they promised you an hour of their time every day to help you research things. If you would like to do a you can either do... Give me 2 seconds. What did we do last time? Was it a history check? I think it was. I'm sort of... What stat do you think would be used for Melpomene doing research?
I think history is probably... I think history for looking for the meaning of things. But I think performance, when it comes to attempting to play whatever they find, or sing whatever they find out loud.
I think on this occasion, actually, what I'm after is an investigation check. So
okay.
if you could give me an investigation check, that would be terrific. 14, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. On a 14, I think Ember kind of seems to come up a bit short. They don't seem to find what they were searching for, but they do pull something out and kind of unfurl it and look at it, and they say, what do they say? I was trying to find other specimens, other examples of these types of... I'm sure I've seen some before here, but I can't... I don't know where. But, and they point at the... If you recall, there was like an S logo on the top corner of this page. They tap it and they say, "This is the mark of the Silicani."
Oh, okay.
And they actually look kind of almost amused. And they're like, "Huh, I never put this together before, but they must have their own kind of cipher. Like they must have their own, they must have their own language for their music."
Melpomene is actually vibrating at this point.
They say it's really interesting. But presumably there's either you have to learn the language outright, or maybe there's some kind of key that would make it make sense in terms of the notation that we would normally use for music. So that's very... It's very interesting. Give me also, Melpomene, give me a history check. Beat a 15 and get something real nice.
Can I add guidance?
Can I?
Yes.
Oh yeah, that would be nice.
Yes, please do.
Let's do that then.
You know what? Also, just because I fucking can, I'm gonna cast Enhance Ability on myself because
You want it.
I want this.
You want it. So that's with advantage and an additional... Is it D4, Fenn? The guidance?
Yes, 1d4.
Yeah, amazing.
This was history, which was... What is the base stat for history? Is intelligence. Okay. Yeah, that's fine. Cast. It's like, you're still maintaining concentration, like, from yesterday?
No, I'm not. Leave me alone.
Okay. Spell slot is cast, so I'm rolling this with advantage plus a d4.
You got it.
Whoop. Oh, it didn't give me the d4.
Well, you hit a 15 anyway.
Okay.
Very cool. Ember is like so they're sort of pondering over the this page that belongs to the Silicani, and then they go, "Oh, my goodness! I meant to tell you. I was just happened to be looking through some stuff yesterday, and I found out something. You guys told Ember about the you came back and told her about the prophecy at
Yes, we did discuss because she
Yeah, I
was
thought
pissed
so.
that he put us in that danger.
That's right. Yeah, that's what I thought. And Ember goes, I found something about Court's Folly. Yes. I still don't have the full details, but you know that Korth was the former lord of the city, and it was his 6 daughters that he gifted each district to, in order to kind of create collaboration and compromise. Perhaps not terribly successfully, but that was the original idea. Court's Folly, it was some kind of construction. I still don't really have the full picture yet, but it sounds like Court's Folly was a construction that cost him his life. And it was through and became known as Court's Folly, but it's maddening. The only reference I could find to it didn't elaborate on what it was. The only thing I could find was that it was a construction, and it was found out near Millstone. The other thing that was really interesting, and maybe I should have known this already, maybe this isn't even a secret at all. It turns out that there is only one living direct descendant of Korth. And
Do you know who?
it's Two-Tongues Throden.
Oh.
Oh my gosh.
He's the last living descendant of Korth.
Interesting.
Now, I've only encountered Two-Tongues once or twice, really, and just known mostly by reputation, which is, a not very nice one. But I just thought that was interesting when you said about Court's Folly. I stumbled across this. They walk over to the nearby table and they find it's just like a couple of sheets of parchment, and I think they're kind of damaged. So there's kind of some parts of it that are missing and have been lost to time. But sure enough, they hand over these pieces of paper and yeah, it speaks of Court's Folly being a construction near the village of Millstone, and then yeah, another one is a more recent writing. It's actually it looks like it's a more recent scrap, and it's just somebody writing about the Vice Lords and saying and mentions that Two-Tongues is a descendant of Korth, or the last descendant of Korth. Ember's Tramin is kind of across the room and kind of calls over to Ember and sort of beckons them over, and Ember says, well, I hope that's helpful. Was there anything else you wanted to try and find anything else on today?
I actually have an equally sensitive matter.
Yeah.
They Ember kind of smiles as like, what is it with you lot? They're like, I don't know what your business is. You're always up to something, aren't you?
For sure, yeah, but no ill intent.
At this
I'm
point,
sure.
you're our favorite person in the city.
Oh yeah.
Oh, stop it. They're like, well, they're sort of blushing a little bit, like, how can I help? And they just reach down and pick up Sir Feathers and like just give him a little scritch on the back of the head, and then put him back down. They sort of says to Fenn, how can I help?
Well, I have something that we only know as a sage stone. So I know that name itself is not really saying anything, I suppose. But I just gonna take it out of my satchel, I'm assuming. So that's like wrapped in some kind of cloth, so so I can show her a little bit without, showing it to everyone in the room, essentially.
You got it. They take a look at it. I'm going to roll a history check for Ember. I'm going to see if they know anything about it.
Can I cast guidance on her too?
Yeah, why not? What on earth have I done there? Yeah, that's right.
Oh, nice.
18. Ember looks sort of studies it and may I? Reaches out to take it.
Of course.
And they run their hand over it kind of delicately and feel it. I don't think I did a great deal of description of the sage stone, by the way.
No, you didn't.
So it's a hexagonal, and it's made from like sandstone. It's got quite a coarse texture to it, and it's hexagonal with a circular hole in the middle, and around the kind of the hexagon, there are some depictions. It's like it's carved on top, and it depicts just like animals of the region. You see there's a beetle and a scorpion and a snake and stuff like that. But otherwise, it has no kind of there's no like emblem or crest or anything like that would sort of identify it in the way that some things that you have come across in your adventure thus far have. You see that they kind of weigh it in their hand and kind of gently blow some dust off the top, sort of. And they say, I assume this came from the place we're not going to talk about.
Yes and no. Originally, this was actually from my hometown in Gintberry. It was kind of a relic there. I don't know. I don't think anybody there really know what it meant or what it was for, but it was still treasured.
And how did it end up here?
It was misplaced by someone.
And now you have it.
I got it back as the rightful owner of... kind of owner. I want to bring it back to Gintberry. That was the plan.
Yeah. They're like, I don't know what this is or what it does, if anything.
Okay.
It's nicely carved. They say it looks to me like the work of the Gactelleric.
Okay. Do they live around here?
The last I heard, they were based out near the Wadab Caves, west of Pagona's Rest.
The ones that the Silcani come from? Right, that was their homeland?
Yes, I believe originally that was where the Silicani were based. It looks like their work, but I'm not sure if it has any purpose beyond that. It's a nice piece, but it's not. They're kind of just still examining it. Like, it seems. It's not. It's quite plain, really. You know, there's some nicely carved images, but it's not as grand as. I guess I'm not sure why it would be of value to someone.
Yeah, that was my question too. But the person who misplaced it definitely thought it was of great value, apparently.
Well, then I would only caution you and say this. If someone valued it enough, if someone thought it was valuable, I guess I'm worried that if you return to Jimbury, which, from what I know of Jimbury, is a pretty small place, no military or anything.
No.
I don't know. Is it safe to be returned?
Yeah, of course.
If I were you, I would keep the secret that you have this. I shan't tell anyone.
Yeah, I wasn't trusting anybody with this information other than you, for sure.
It's interesting. I'll see if I can find any more information. Tramin is still kind of hollering from the other side of the room, and Ember's like, I should help Tramin. We're still trying to work out weather patterns and see if we can predict anything from it, but no luck so far, I'm afraid. I'll let you know if we find anything, of course.
Thank you.
Well, good luck. And they pootle off to the other side of the room to get stuck into whatever it is they're doing with Tramin.
Awesome.
What's next?
Anybody? I think Melpomene would want to go find a quiet corner and cast Identify on the Sage Stone.
Oh,
okay.
Yeah.
Good idea.
Incredible. Yeah. What does the Identify spell look like, Melpomene, when you cast it? Or how do you activate it?
I think that Melpomene gets out a little specific journal and lays it down on a table and pulls out a very well-used quill, and sets it, like, with the end of the quill on the journal and the tip of the quill on the sage stone, and starts humming a really quiet tune, and as it gets a little louder, the quill perks up and goes over to the journal and starts writing the magical properties. Hang on, what is it?
You know, if the object
it's
is a magic item,
yeah, go ahead.
You learn its properties and how to use them, whether it requires attunement. If any, you learn whether any ongoing spells are affecting the item, what they are. If the item was created by a spell, you learn the spell's name. Okay. So the Identify spell... Yeah, go ahead.
One last, because this one was part of my OG character creation. This whole time, they've got, like, one hand on the stone and their other hand is rubbing the pearl eyebrow piercing that they've got.
Love that.
Because that was an OG thing that's on my mini.
Very cool. So you learn first and foremost that this is not a magical object.
Oh,
It has no magical properties, nor are any spells affecting the item at this point in time. So yeah, that's what you learn, which is really all the identify spell requires me to tell you. I guess.
Was it made by a spell, or does that tell us then that it was made by hand?
It was not made by a spell.
Okay.
It appears to have no magical link whatsoever.
Cool.
This is a as far as you know, a hand carved piece of stone. Does the identify spell, I don't think, is required to tell you anything like else other than that, really, is it? It doesn't have to kind of give you. Then it doesn't. It's yeah, but
it can only divine magic.
Yeah, but you know that it's not magical and has no spells affecting it currently. So don't have to worry about it exploding or taking over your brain.
Great. Yeah, no one's spying on us through it. Cool.
So the question remains of why this was of value to Two-Tongues Throden, I suppose. What's the next? What's kind of Fenn? What's on your mind?
I'm just wondering who else we could ask about this. I suppose the people that she mentioned. I forgot the name actually.
The Gak Telleric.
Yeah.
Did Melpomene
anywhere
get some
close to
info
the
about
Silicani?
the Gak Telleric previously? I have a feeling you did.
Did we?
I think so. Give me 2 seconds. This is why we need
Yeah, I'm actually looking forward to entering all of this into our journals.
Yeah, this is why
it's
we need to use that journal feature.
Because I have so many notes.
Yeah,
I do actually have it noted down as a group of orcs.
That's right, with ashen black skin. That's the Gak Telleric. So yeah, we did hear about them, but I must admit I will have to look back and see exactly how much you were told about them. But I know that you were told that they had kind of ashen black skin, and that they were a kind of a tribe of orcs.
Must have been in the first session or something, because the note above that is Hidden Cobra.
Oh wow, yeah.
Little game we played.
Oh right.
Oh yeah. Forgot about that.
Incredible. So Fenn.
Session 2, yeah.
Yeah. One of the first, definitely.
So Fenn, you're wondering about who to ask. Manfred, what's on Manfred's mind?
Yeah, sort of similar thing really. Just kind of figure out what to do with stone. Just confusion. And yeah, similar to Fenn really.
Melpomene, are you crushing on Ember or what?
Yeah, 100%.
All right, that's good to know.
Dang it! I should have made you do an insight roll.
What for? To see if they're giving it off as well.
Yeah, I guess.
You can roll an insight for me.
I meant more so that to see if Melpomene was the one giving it off, but I'll also.
What, you're rolling insight on yourself, or you want Ember to roll that?
No, I'm checking Emba's body language right now, but the initial statement I had made of I should have made you do an insight check was specifically saying to you, Martin, I should have made you insight check me.
Oh. Okay, yeah. I hear a 20. Fucking hell.
It can be
Yeah.
unclear. I can just see very clearly that it's unclear. You know.
True.
Yeah, I think on a 20, you feel like you have perhaps given a signal that they have understood. They have not necessarily given a signal either way in response.
Got it. We've
That's
successfully
funny.
put the ball in their court. Got it.
Yeah, you got it. Awesome. Very cool. So, Melpomene, what do you think is the next, like the best course of action from here?
Well, they are very interested in potentially going and exploring the place that the
Wedab
God, where did my notes
Caves.
go? Yeah, the caves. Not only because of the Gactellerac being there, but also because the Silcani, I think I know that is in my notes that is where they're from. And I have recently learned Speak with Dead. So their mind is kind of churning of like, who can I, as a historian writing a book, go talk to? So that's what's on the back of Melpomene's mind. But I don't necessarily have the drive to make that the whole party's problem. Bring it up. We can go get food. You know, that's something that normal people
Love
do.
that. Yeah, that is something normal people do. Also, I would remind you that you, as well as all the stuff that you gathered out of the vault of Two-Tongues, Bertha had promised you some payment.
Oh yeah, because there was the
That's an
blueprints,
idea.
right?
And well, yeah, I hate to say it, but you might want to give her those plans you told her you'd get. That was the point of the job, after all. What I will say at the moment is, you were in Malcone Academy. You were obviously woken by the sound of the Slavalium horn. So there is actually some fights going on at the moment. But just to briefly have a look at this map, because I know that you've had access to this map before, but it might be just worth having a little peruse now that we can zoom in on stuff and ping stuff and whatnot.
Yeah.
So obviously Pagona's Rest is here. This is where you came out to rescue Tramin. This was the sort of the hills that you went into where that bandit gang of gnomes were. Obviously he then sent you to Salta, which is where you got entangled in this prophecy. So the Wenab Caves are over here and are a little further away than Salta, basically, and so that's the area that we're operating in at the moment. Yeah, you can go get some food. Why not? Let's give you some options. What kind of food do you want?
Probably just tavern food. I think Melpomene probably wants a beer.
All right. Well, the Hecate Hole is a bit safer these days. Ever since ever since Gerber was killed and Wink fled town.
Right.
So that's certainly an option. Obviously, the Pango Lounge is a slightly more upmarket / perverted place to go. Or there is the Singing Scorpion in the Lump Village outside of the city walls.
Have we been there yet?
I don't believe
I
so.
think we've walked past it, probably on our way out of town.
Well, the Lump Village is where the Pangora stables were, so you've certainly been through that region. I believe that was also Fenn, where you got the tea leaves identified.
Yeah, exactly.
So that's all in the Lump Village. Everybody, give me a history roll, please.
I closed out of my character sheet. Shouldn't have done that.
Me too.
That's the last thing you want to do.
No. Damn. That's poop.
That's less poop. Manfred, yours was very poop. Awesome. So, Melpomene. This makes sense anyway, I think. Because Melpomene, you've kind of had your head down in the process of trying to learn things about the area. I think you have probably been able to delineate at this point that the Lump Village is basically a slum. It's like it's like the overflow of Pagona's Rest, and I think you'd have learnt along the way that people who live in the Lump Village are known as the Lumpen, and basically are kind of a lower caste, basically, and are sort of ridiculed by those who live within the city walls. And it's quite commonly the case that they're ridiculed because they're in more danger. Basically, it's like, if like a big load of enormous scorpions come along, you'll be the first to be devoured. And that's sort of the attitude of many within the city towards the Lumpen. So yeah, you've got the singing scorpion over there. If that tickles your fancy a bit more. So I leave it up to you where you want to go. You obviously know the Hecate Hole somewhat, and the Panga Lounge.
Anybody feel anything particular?
I'm happy to explore this new place where we haven't been.
Yeah,
yet.
let's go.
All right. Incroyable.
Also, we don't have to go through Tricorn then. Always a plus at the moment.
Incredible. Let's do. As you're walking through New Tisfelk, this is you passed through here last night and passed without trace. I'm not going to I don't want to turn this into a combat. But I am going to say that you are accosted by some street toughs. Nothing that you can't handle, really.
Can I try and intimidate them so they back off?
Yes, go on then. If you
I
can
give
be
the help action.
So that's roll. Is that with advantage now? With the help action. Okay, roll with advantage. If you can beat an 18, they won't do anything at all. They'll just let you pass through. So intimidation with advantage, please. They don't look great, mate, to be honest.
Oof.
15. On a 15, they agree to let you pass if you'll pay them 3 gold.
3 gold?
Yeah.
I don't like that at all.
No, me
They're
neither.
not getting our gold.
All right.
Let's
Or
collect some heads.
nice. We're not going to do a full initiative. You can easily overpower this group. All we're going to roll is to see if you take any damage from it, basically. So how am I going to do that in a nice quick way? I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to roll a d20, and we'll literally just say this: if I roll a 10 or under, then you took no damage at all. You just wiped the floor with these fucking idiots. Between a 10 and a 15, I'll ask you to roll a d4 of damage. 15 to 19, I'll get you to roll a d6 of damage. If I roll a nat 20, we'll say that you still beat them, but we'll say they got a few licks in. And I'll get you to roll a d10.
Okay.
That seems fair to me. So here we go. Think low numbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's a 14. So I'll just ask you to roll a d4 of damage, please. everybody and take that many hit points. Are you able to do your own hit points in Foundry?
I'm not sure.
Or do I have to do that?
It looks like I can edit the number, but I don't think I can like roll and change the number.
I've put mine down to 35 from the 4 damage.
You were able to do that?
Yeah, I put it down to 35 now.
Okay.
I just click on the number and just type the new one in. I think that's right.
Yeah,
okay.
same. That's
Okay.
what I did.
All right, cool. Amazing.
Oh, why did I do 10 DC concentration? What was that for?
No idea. Oh, because you took damage. You've got enhanced ability on. Did it do a concentration check for you?
It did do.
It
did do a concentration check. Yep.
Oh, that's clever. Foundry's so good, man.
Were we more than an hour past? Like we were with Emba, so there's no way.
It was probably still in.
Well, it was for intelligence anyway, so it's.
Yeah. Okay, so everyone's done a little bit of damage then. But you wipe the floor with these 3. Now, my question is: do you kill them, knock them out, or other?
Kill 'em.
No, we knock them out. We knock them out. No, we cut some heads and leave them in an alley.
Manfred's just like, what we do is
maybe
slice them down their middle and pull their intestines out, and wear them as a scarf.
maybe me and Melpomene have to roll if we can actually stop Manfred from decapitating
That
somebody.
is a good idea.
Actually, yeah.
Shall I roll as well? And then if
we'll do an opposed. What will we make this? We'll do charisma from Melpomene and Fenn, and we'll take the average of your charisma score versus. We'll just do everyone do a charisma check, and we'll do the average of Fenn and Melpomene
not a saving
versus
throw, straight charisma check.
just a charisma check. Yeah.
Okay.
So 15 for Melpomene.
Oh my god.
2 for Fenn. That's not good.
Charismatic.
Oh, but bad for a 9.
Not feeling too murderous.
17 would be 8.5. I think the 9 wins.
Oh, did I win? Yes.
I'm going to say, being very close, you kill 2 of them, and another one goes running away into the.
I slowly take them around the back alley, and the other 2 just hear this like loud crack sound. I just walk out. Like, do.
You just hear Sir Feathers quacking in approval. It's like, incroyable. But I will say that just as in Southside before, when you had that scrap, sending a survivor off into New Tisfelk may have the benefit of people hearing the word. Maybe in the streets of New Tisfelk, people think twice before accosting this group next time. Incredible. So
by now.
you would, but you know, you've been getting the evil eye from the people of New Tisfelk a couple of times. It was bound to spill over at some point. To the singing scorpion, then. Let's change up the music. A bit sick of this, to be honest. Let's do a little bit of this'n. The singing scorpion. So, setting outside the city walls, and moving through the Lump Village. The Lump Village, is just very dusty, kind of dirty, a bit grimy. There's kind of just stuff's busted up, you know. It's in a bit of a state of disrepair. The singing scorpion does not even have a door. It just has a kind of tatty curtain that is on a pole. As you enter and pull this curtain aside, The room is dark, firstly, and everything is kind of just made of stone. There's wooden stools and a couple of tables, and they are themselves kind of a bit busted. There's planks missing from the middle of tables and stuff like that. And the innkeeper behind the bar whips round and is a dragonborn with kind of dark grey scales, and he's just wearing a kind of tatty like what's the word I'm after here? It's almost like a toga, I guess. The top half, at least, it just goes across one shoulder and under the opposite arm. Hey, kitty cat. Sorry.
Hi, Peter.
It just stops the game dead every time Tater's on camera. It's far more important that we acknowledge the orange cat. You see the innkeeper whip round, and as they whip round, as the curtain opens, they have already got a firebolt readied in their hand. And they're like, "Yeah, what do you want?"
Just come for some grub.
Okay then. And he just nods towards a table.
Thank you, Cancer.
They're it's what time? It's kind of lunchtime, right? It's less busy than you would expect for a sort of middle of the day. Might be the sort of time when people would be popping in and having something to eat, perhaps. And he doesn't ask what you want to drink. He just, in suspiciously quick time, brings over these 3 little pewter cups that have got just what it looks like is dishwater.
Oh, okay.
It has the colour and the sort of clarity of washing up water.
What does it smell like?
Give me a perception check.
Oh. Oh, wait. Damn it. What are these rolls?
Smells like dishwater.
Yeah. Great.
He's carrying these 3 mugs underneath, in one hand. He still has a firebolt ready in his right hand. As he hands them out, he kind of just holds his hand in front of you and gestures to you to sort of take the cups from him.
Can I try and calm him down like I did with the knife person at the blacksmith?
Here's your drinks. What do you want to say to him to try and calm him?
Just sort of like what I said last time, we're just friends here. We've just come for something to eat. No need to be so tense, and we're all friends here.
Give me a persuasion.
Very persuasive today.
He just goes, Do you want your drinks or don't you?
I'm gonna also persuasion. Try to be like, yeah, we do.
Much more persuasive.
Indeed.
Hi, I'm a bard. I'm scoping out all of the performance spaces in the Pagona's Rest area.
He kind of furrows his brow and looks away from you for a second and looks around the room. There is no obvious place where this is quite a small room, by the way. There is no obvious place where a performance might take place. And he goes, "You really think the singing scorpion would
be the sort of place that would have music.
I mean,
I can see Foxy's face. Like I can see the wheels turning. I know exactly what you're thinking.
I mean, I think Melpomene's gonna be entirely unfazed and be like, "It's a very intimate space. You're right, but you know, really, all it takes is someone playing music. It doesn't have to look good."
You saying it doesn't look good?
No, I'm saying there's no requirement for it to look good. It's whatever. I'm saying it's not a problem whatsoever. There's no implication here, my friend.
He looks around the room again, and you see that he like cancels the firebolt and brings it back into his palm, and then puts these cups down in front of you.
And he's like, you know, when I bought this place, they told me that nobody played music in the Lump Village. They told me nobody liked music in the Lump Village.
Well, only one way to find out.
But to have strangers come in and immediately think the place could be a music space. Because I said...
He pulls up a seat and sits down with you. He goes,
because I said, if people don't like music, why is the place called the Singing Scorpion, right?
Uh-huh.
Indeed.
Was there a scorpion that sang? I don't know. And do you know what they said? Oh, I don't remember, actually. It was a long time ago. But I always thought it was strange. Music, is it? And you're a musician?
Yes.
Where you been playing?
You said where?
Where?
Recently have done some performances at it was the Hackett Hall, right? That we had a sold out night.
Shithole!
I didn't comprehend whatever you said.
he called it a shithole.
Oh, okay.
The Hackett Hole, more like the shithole. That's right. What kind of stuff?
All sorts. I love learning the local music and the stories that are told locally. So I like to share music from other places that is as similar. But I mean, if you're asking the instruments I play, I've got a drum, a pipe. Hang on. These are in my character sheet. Drum, flute, lyre, and dulcimer is what I've got a noodle now, so.
Oh, a noodle, is it? People like that in the city. Can't remember the last time I heard music in the Lump Village.
Well, today's your lucky day.
Sounds like that's something that needs to change.
Maybe you would get more customers if you had some music.
Do you think so? I thought they would just come. I thought it'd be enough for them to just serve the most pleasant drinks.
I mean, that certainly is an important step as well. That's you do have good intuition on that.
He nods down towards the cups in front of you and says,
Of course.
Give them a try.
Cool, straight face, try it.
I'd down it.
Weirdly, it tastes quite nice actually. Like the smell coming off it's a bit overpowering, but once it goes in, it's actually pretty pleasant. It's sort of got a gingery kind of taste to it. And you know what? Why not? You each get 2 hit points back from healing some of the damage of the street toughs.
He's like, good, eh? My own recipe. Can't tell you how it's made, of course.
You know your water.
He
says, well, I'll think about the music. No. You might need to do some different songs to whatever you've been doing at the shithole.
Okay.
Says I don't. Says I'll be honest with you. People from the city come in here to laugh at us. That's what I thought you were doing. But if you're not, and you can keep your hands to yourselves, well, maybe we could do music sometime. I still don't know why it's called the Singing Scorpion. Maybe you can find that out.
We can do some research.
He says, well...
Did we catch this guy's name?
Myrick Merkel. And who do I have the dubious pleasure of addressing?
Melpomene Beslar.
Beslar, isn't it?
Willowheart, but you can call me Fenn.
What was that full name, Fenn?
Fenny and Willowheart.
We had a conversation about whether Fenn had a last name the other week, and I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure if we ever came back on that. Very cool. Sorry, Manfred, I cut you off.
I'm little old Manfred.
And who's this?
He points at Sir Feathers.
I pick Sir Feathers and hold him up, and this is Sir Feathers, like presenting him.
Feathers, is it?
He starts licking his lips. He's like,
oh no.
He looks plump.
Can we order some food now?
I was about to ask you the same question. How much for the duck?
I shoved Sir Feathers under the desk. Sorry, it's not for sale. I'm sure there's many better ducks out there that you can eat.
He goes,
well, let me grab you some menus.
He walks back over to the bar and grabs 3 really tatty pieces of parchment and puts them in front of you. And they just say, it's not a menu. there's no choices or ingredients mentioned. It just says bowl of slop, and is like 5 copper.
We'll do the house special. The pointing at the only thing on the menu.
Good, excellent choice.
Gathers the menus back up and wanders. And he goes through into a little back room, and you just hear some sort of clanking around. Literally 40 seconds later, he comes out carrying 3, as advertised, bowls of slop, in these little wooden bowls. It's just like a brown paste.
Paste?
It's like a thick stew. That sort of, you almost get the sense that if you turn the bowl upside down, it would sort of stay in place almost,
Can I smell it?
Okay, so like thick milkshake texture. But
Oh
not
yeah.
cold. Got
Yeah,
it.
but also lumpy. Sorry, Manfred, go ahead.
Can I smell it, sort of see what kind of stench it releases?
Yes, give me a perception check.
Is this gonna knock me out if I smell?
Come on, roll low. It's too funny. It's too high. It smells like. I think you get the sense that the base of it is pork, but any sense of pork is overpowered by Fenn. Anyone who wants to give me a nature check.
Okay.
And Fenn and Manfred, you can do it with advantage.
Oh, wait.
Not good.
Oh, I did.
Oh, look at it spin.
Oh.
Incredible.
Some good rolls, y'all.
This checks out. Fenn and Manfred, you detect the unmistakable smell, because it's quite a strange, overpowering one, of marmroot, which is a local crop to Gintbury.
Oh, no. Lovely.
And it's a strange sort of
Only
sour kind of root vegetable it's so that's the kind of overpowering smell of this bowl of slop.
I don't know about this one. I'm going to be
He hasn't stuck around, by the way. What did I say his name was? Myrick Merkel. He's departed as soon as he literally kind of throws them down in front of you and it's like, enjoy, and walks off. So you have your food, and I'll leave it up to you as to whether you're actually going to eat the food or not.
Fenn is digging in.
It's actually pretty nice.
I figured.
The smell of marmroot coming off it is not as strong in the actual flavour when you bite into it, and you end up with quite a too thick. And you do get the sense that it was perhaps made a couple of days ago. This is not perhaps the freshest thing you could be eating, but the flavour is all right actually. And you get pork and a couple of other spices coming through. So what we'll do in a sec, I think let's take a little comfort break, and when we return in a few minutes, I think Melpomene, my impression was that you kind of wanted to talk shop with the team and figure out what the next move is.
Did we also go give the thing to Bertha Cleaves?
You haven't done shit. You haven't done shit with Bertha Cleaves.
Weren't there yet.
Well, hey, we did the job. We've had a rest. We've had some lunch. What? You never.
Yeah, we were waiting for the fights to get over so we can get her attention.
So yeah. Alrighty, cool. I'm going to go and say hello to chat for a bit. So I'm going to do that and then I'll take a break. So I will see you back in a few minutes, players. Let's hop back into the thing, shall we? So there you are in the Singing Scorpion, having had a little conversation with Myrick Merkel, the somewhat suspicious, edgy innkeeper of the Singing Scorpion, and yeah, I think so. You've got your food. You're in the tavern, and it's time to what's the plan of attack? Do we think, team?
Should we just take these blueprints finally?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think we've held on to them for long enough.
Yes, but then what are we doing after that?
I'm happy to rent some Pangolias and go off to where the... Oh god. I always forget their names. The Silicani or something?
The Silicani.
Oh, yeah. Cool. Let's go talk to Bertha and then see about an excuse to get out of the city and do some exploring.
Yeah, happy to.
Sounds like fun. Let's go.
Incroyable. Amazing. New Tisvelk, as you walk through that, is no trouble at all. Really.
We saw what happened earlier.
Get a couple of sideways looks, but nobody is picking a fight. So I think it's been long enough that the Slithalium is cleared out. In fact, as you re-enter Southside, you kind of can tell from the crowds that people are actually filing away from the Slithalium. The entertainment of that afternoon appears to have come and gone. Where do you want to find Bertha?
Do we notice her when we arrive?
No, I don't.
Finished. Yeah.
Yeah, it has finished.
Oh, sorry, I heard that wrong. Yeah.
Well, but people are filing out. It's not completely out of the question, but I don't think you can see her
people
in
are
the.
coming out. Right, okay.
Yeah, I don't think you can see her in the throngs of spectators filing back to their homes or places of businesses.
Let's maybe turn around and go back towards her house.
Cool.
I don't know. I feel like this is something that she would probably want us to be keeping on the down low anyway. So.
Yeah, I mean, she did, and she did actually say to you when she was giving you the job that basically do the job and you've got access to her. Basically, she's happy for you to come and knock on her door. Obviously, there's the big metal door, which Melpomene you know very well.
The massive.
And her security man is there. Opens the slider, and he's like, I never remember what voice I gave this guy, but he opens the door for you and lets you in anyway. This little courtyard area that Bertha Cleves lives in is very nicely put together. It kind of reminds you of Two-Tongues little area. You know, it's just a little more open, a little cooler somehow, a bit more plant life visible compared to the majority of the city. And the guy on the door stays on the door, but you're kind of guided towards one of the buildings and shown into this small kind of villa. And this is quite similar in style to Midnight Blue's abode, going back to when you first arrived in the city. It's kept really nicely cool in there. There's kind of gold vases that with like these huge frond, these huge palms pouring out of them that are kind of 10 feet tall. It's pretty amazing that you've been in the homes of 3 Vice Lords in your short time in Pagona's Rest.
We get around.
You get around, and one of them doesn't know that you were in their home, of course, but that doesn't change the fact that you have been in there. And you're shown into a study, and it's actually it's like a little interior courtyard. It's got like a little quad, and it's got the sort of, in the middle there are sort of hedges and a little fountain, and then it's got sort of covered pathways on each side, if you can imagine that sort of thing.
I love a good interior courtyard.
Yeah.
This is great.
And Bertha Cleves is stood there at the fountain in this interior courtyard, and she spots you coming through, and she kind of like looks incredulously up at the sun and is like, "What took you so long? I thought something happened."
Well, I did almost die, so we needed some rest.
Rest?
So, there's that.
It's now like, 2:00 in the afternoon. She's like, a little rest, sure, I can understand that. You know, you're carrying contraband at the moment, right?
Yeah, of course, which is why we are out when everyone else is paying attention to other shit.
All right. Look, so you got something for me?
Yes, we do.
Who took custody of the plans?
I think Melpomene?
I think it was Melpomene as well.
It's probably me. Yeah,
Yeah.
I think I've got a scroll case on my back for just various papers that I carry. So I'll pull that out.
They take these rolled up technical drawings and sort of turn away from. They go to open them and then sort of look at you, the three of you, and turn away and sort of just like partially unfurl them. Incredible, and roll them back up again. They all right, come on, and they lead you into a kind of more of a study room inside. There's just beautifully tiled floors. These like jade kind of coloured tiles on the floor. Really just like serene feeling inside this place. Bertha Cleaves goes to a desk, opens a drawer, pulls out 3 little bags of gold and hands you each one of them. That is 10 gold each. And she says, and I'm not going to ask if you managed to find anything else on your little adventures. She goes, Ongo get out okay? We didn't really talk about it, by the way, but Ongo kind of shot off as soon as you guys were clear. He headed off towards the north of the city.
We assume it's okay. He came out with us, but he kind of zoomed off after.
Yeah, well, that makes sense. You won't be seeing him again. She goes, he was just, Two-Tongues had something on his brother, some kind of leverage. So I think he was just trying to get that so that him and his brother could, Cope, I could see you talking, but I couldn't hear you.
That's because I had been crunching on pretzels for the last couple of
Oh.
minutes. Y'all to hear them.
Pretzels,
So-
are you okay?
I don't even remember what I said. Just some agreement of okay.
Got it. So she goes, all right, well, good job. Anybody see you on the way out?
Nope.
Don't
We
think so.
tripped an alarm, but nobody saw us.
Yeah, that's to be expected. That's fine, as long as you weren't seen, or at least if you were seen, that anybody who's seen you ain't doing too much seeing no more. She goes, all right, well, my word is my bond. I'll you want me to call the Vice Lords together, right?
Yeah.
All right.
That'd be good.
That would
I
be-
can't guarantee nothing, you understand, but I'll put the message out and say I want to meet.
We appreciate you trying.
Yeah, well, I appreciate this. And she locks the plans away in a little cabinet. You see her like lock it up with a little key. She goes, all right, well, you can stay in the Slithalium a few days if you need to. But otherwise, you got your gold. I'll call the Vice Lords together. Are you going to want to be there as well, or what?
You can hear me, yes.
Okay.
We should, right? So that we can talk about what we've heard?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I mean, I can tell him what you told me, but nothing like the personal touch, right?
Yeah.
You guys know more about it than I do. She goes, all right, well, I guess I'll find you at the Slovalium if I hear it once I've heard back.
Okay. Great.
Oh, all right, well, thanks again. Spend it in good health. While you can. I always say that around here. Anything else you want with Bertha?
I don't think so. I guess.
She did say that she maybe wanted to look into the whole Borden thing, or try and find something out for us if she can. So maybe we can inquire about that.
Yeah, she's sorry, go ahead, Melpomene.
I was about to say something in agreement. Other than I feel like she had said she would try, but there were no promises that she would find anything.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, she she says Give me a second. My cogs are turning. I'm just like the loading circle, just going around constantly.
We need some little handy D&D tip cards that you just hold up while the brain is loading, just right in front of you, like it's the Skyrim loading screen.
I have an emote for that.
She says, "You spoken to Amber today?"
We did.
We have.
Okay. She says, "I found something, and if you spoke to Amber today, then you already know what I found. But it didn't come from me."
Oh, okay.
Okay. What was it? I'm trying to rack my brain about the
Yeah, me too,
we had.
actually.
Hello? Why won't you give me my... Oh, my notes are over here. That's why. Oh, that info. Okay, got it.
Mm-hmm.
Understood.
She makes a sort of zipping mouth motion at you, and then she goes, "All right, get out of here. You shouldn't be seen here for too long. Come on." She goes, "You guys did a good job. Maybe I'll call you again for another job, huh?"
Okay.
Happy to.
All right. I'll let you know about the council. She nods to a kind of servant nearby who is kind of going to lead you back out of the complex. Good. Where to next? I know you guys were quite keen to go to the Wedab Caves.
Yes.
Yeah. So we should rent some pangolias, I guess. That's what they're called, right?
Pangora, close enough.
Pangora.
Verdammt.
Think of it like Pandora.
Yeah.
Opening Pangora's box. Yeah, so is that the plan? You want to take some Pangora out into the desert?
Yes.
Sounds good.
Awesome.
Don't want to go by foot.
It would be a long trek by foot and a dangerous one.
No, thank you.
So, revisiting with Gredrix in the Lump Village then. Now, of course, the last time you saw this guy, he discovered the truth about Tramingeme in his little omission of the truth, shall we say.
Of course.
He seems reasonably well disposed towards you. He sounds like he understands now exactly what happened. He says, "Yes, I'm happy to rent the Pangora out again. How long will you need them for?"
We're traveling to the caves. We expect to be there a day or two and then return, so however long the travel time is.
All right.
says, well, it'll take you at least a day traveling out to the Wet Up Caves. He says, so let's call it 4 days. He says, we'll call it a gold for each day for the 3 of you combined. 4 total.
Great, I'll pull that up.
Nice. He leads you out and he shows you to the same 3 Pangora that you had previously, which I believe were Whisper, Boost, and Flake.
Yes.
Those
I know
names
that.
sound familiar.
Yes, and they will do to anybody in the UK because they're all chocolate bars. So, which is where we got those from. Good. He says, I know it wasn't you last time, but do remember to try and bring them back in one piece, won't you?
We will. Yeah.
Great. Let's have a look at the old South Wastes map. And so you want to go, I assume, as direct a route as possible.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, the 3 of you saddle up, and
I think on our way out, we just stick our heads in at the serpents, the singing scorpion. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And we're just like, we're gonna be gone a couple days.
Did you find out why it's called the Singing Scorpion yet?
We'll find out.
As you turn, you see a firebolt come flying past you out the door.
Good reflexes, I call as I jolly whistle away.
Yeah! Get out of here!
Incredible. And then with a hya, the 3 of you go flying out into the desert. So it's kind of like late afternoon, I guess, by the time you're setting off, kind of getting into early evening. And I need to get my mileage right here. I mean, this is like 30 miles, which in the desert is a long way. And I'm just trying to remember my kind of timescale. I think that's more like a 2-day journey, which, we can just retcon that. That's fine. On the... This was the opposite mood of what I wanted music-wise, by the way. I was trying to find something.
I was like, wow, we've hit
quite,
the nighttime music.
Quite lively. Well, you know what? Actually, we will have the nighttime music then, because
silly.
yeah, I think the sun is going to begin to go down. Bear with me 2 seconds. Cool, it's quite somber, that, isn't it?
Somber, but also relaxing. So.
Yeah, after the few days we had, I think that's
Yeah.
nice.
Right, I just need you to talk amongst yourselves a second. I need you to just give me
Okay.
a few minutes. Well, a few minutes, maybe 2 minutes.
Cool. So we're just
Okay.
riding along. Do either of you think that you've gotten good enough to do tricks, or are we just trying to not crash into each
I
other?
love that.
We can always attempt it.
Give me anyone who wants to try a trick. Give me a performance check. Okay.
Sure.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
That's a very cool idea.
Oh, nope. Nope. Wait, I'm
Oh,
gonna
hey, that
add.
looks nice.
I still have a heroic inspiration. That's a D4, right?
You do, yeah, you do still have that, don't you? My God, yeah, put it on.
Okay, so 15. I feel less terrified with a 15.
You come after a time. The sun is kind of getting low. Sorry, I didn't actually respond to your tricks. Let's have a look. What did we actually roll here? So in the end, a 15, a 16, and a 15. Well, pretty good. I think you guys can do some basic tricks on these things. What, Fenn, tell me what your trick looks like.
I wouldn't even know. I guess maybe a handstand.
Nice.
Wow.
Melpomene, what's your trick?
I think that Melpomene glides over to Manfred and picks Manfred up on one arm while holding on to the thing, and then Manfred holds up Sir Feathers. So
Okay.
we're like stacked
It's like the
water skiing.
Like the water ski pyramid.
Yes.
And then I'm just,
Okay.
I'm not doing a trick. I'm just in the air, like, yes, just loving life.
Love that. Incredible.
Like,
Amazing. And I think what we, after a time then of as you go along doing these tricks, the sun's getting low in the sky. The kind of dusk is coming, and you find just the ruins of an old building, and it's unclear really what it was or is. There's not a great deal left of it from what you can see.
we can go
but-
into a closer look.
Yeah, sure. Give me Manfred. Give me an investigation.
I would also like to investigate.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, me too.
Everybody, give me an investigation. Why not? Big old baby nat 1 for Fenn.
Oh dear.
Not
Maybe I
much
don't
doing.
have after all.
You're too busy focusing on your tricks to investigate.
Apparently.
Melpomene, I think you, on a 21, you do find. This is perhaps you've been riding now for like 3 or 4 hours, so we're getting into the sort of mid-evening. Away to your left are these kind of hills, and I think you can find within the what's left of the ruins, which is more or less just rubble. There's like a little bit of a flight of stairs and stuff, but what it doesn't lead up to anything anymore. It's just kind of these broken platforms and stuff. But you do find carved into a stone the emblem of the Silicani on one. So I guess from that maybe you surmise that this ruin used to be a building that was used by the Silicani or belonged to them or was some kind of base for them or home for them.
And it's likely still a waymarker, is my guess.
Yeah, it could well be. It could well be. The sun is kind of setting. What do you guys think is the plan to ride through the night, or what's the thinking?
I have night vision or dark vision 120 feet, but I don't think Manfred does, right?
Manfred does not have night vision, no.
Okay, cool.
Not dark vision.
I don't know how cold it gets through. Like in the
We
desert, it
can
get-
stay in the area of the ruins, and I've got my newly learned tiny hut song, so that'll last 8 hours.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. That was a cool little thing last time. So is the plan to sort of set up camp in these ruins? There are one thing that you would perhaps get is a bit of shelter from some of the, there's all around you is just sand. So when the wind picks up, you do get like sand being blown about a little bit, and so on. So if you want to use this as to give you some kind of degree of shelter, then although that may not be necessary with your thingy. What's it if
no, but at the very least, it'll keep us from necessarily being seen or run into by anything.
Yeah.
Because I can make the outside look like whatever color I want. So.
All right. Melpomene, give me a perception check, please.
Cool.
On an 18, you do spot, as you're preparing to make camp, something moving on the horizon, and it's almost silhouetted by the setting sun. On an 18, I think you can work out this is some kind of creature. It's unclear to you whether it has seen you, but it is nearby. And it's reasonably big.
I'm gonna continue to... So, Tiny Hut, I'm trying to do as a ritual cast right now, so that I don't use the spell slot. But if it looks like it's getting closer, then I'll go ahead and cast. We're about to long rest anyway, right? That's
the plan, right?
So,
and what is the spell again?
The spell itself is Liamon's Tiny Hut, but I might change the name for this to be Melpomene's Tiny Hut.
Yeah, we should.
It's a 10-foot half dome that springs into existence around me and remains stationary.
How long does the ritual cast take?
Any ritual casting is 10 minutes.
It's 10 minutes. I think if you begin that ritual cast, you're going to very quickly realise time is up. And you can now see 2 large scorpions that are out there in the desert and now making their way with some interest towards the ruins.
I'm gonna, as soon as we see that... Ooh, are they? That's a good question.
Say again?
Are they singing?
They're not singing, no. A valid question.
Then I will stop ritual casting, which the ritual casting was the concerta that we wrote with Colossa, right? That was who was with us.
Yeah.
So we're gonna instead... Melpomene is going to invent on the spot the 1-minute skip version of it.
Love it.
Because that's how long it takes to cast using a spell slot. So we're going to, like, insane pick up the pace and just absolutely on the oodle shred for 1 minute straight. Yes.
This feels very, very much like it does not fit the tone of 2 giant scorpions coming over the hill. And you're going to cast that the spell of the Tiny Hut. Now, remind me of the exact properties of this. Are you invisible within it?
It is, for the most part, like, it's opaque, and they can't see in. And I can make it whatever color I want, so I'm going to make it sand color.
Cool. Can they walk through it, or is it inaccessible to them?
Creatures and objects within the emanation, when you cast a spell, move through it freely. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it. Spells of level 3 or lower can't be cast through it, and the effects of such spells can't extend into it.
Cool. Amazing. Fenn and Manfred, I assume you're getting in the hut, or is there anything you want to do first?
I'll get in. There's not much.
Yeah.
Either way, they can leave freely. I have to stay inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, of course.
There we go.
Incredible.
Cool.
Awesome. And that lasts for 8 hours, right?
Yep.
So it's about kind of like, I suppose, 8 p.m., 9 p.m. now. This is going to take you through to the dawn. Can you guys see out of it? Sorry, did you say?
Yes.
You can?
Yes. We see out, but it's opaque from outside looking in.
Got it. I'm tempted to just ask for a sort of... I'm going to roll for the scorpions a perception. Let me actually just check what their what would that come under? Intelligence. Is that what perception is? I forget.
I've got D&D Beyond. 1 second. Perception is wisdom.
Wisdom. You can't imagine that scorpions are going to be terribly wise. They do have a -1 to it. I'm going to say this, that on a... If they can beat a 14, they will have already perceived you enough that they're just going to loiter around the area and like... be kind of suspicious, and what that means is in the morning they'll still be there.
Okay.
If they don't beat a 14 here, I'm going to say they go on their way. It's an 11. You watch through the hut as these giant scorpions come through the ruins, and one of them comes like right up. It's like looking you dead in the face. These massive... Let me just remind myself how big they actually are. I can't remember what... Oh, they are large creatures. So yeah. And so you can see this thing like this gross saliva dripping out of its horrible maw as it like clacks and skits and all this kind of thing. These huge tails with venom dripping off the barb of their stingers, you know. And after a time, I don't know if scorpions have a sense of smell. I've no fucking idea. I assume they do. But after a time, they can't work out what's happened and they move on. You can go ahead and long rest again if you want. Don't normally get 2 of those within a session.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And that's pissed me off, Cope, because I set up an entire new scene in the time that we were talking about it in Foundry, ready for a combat with 2 giant scorpions that we're not now going to do. So...
We're dodging all the combat today.
Listen, you said in our session 0 that there was a chance to avoid a lot of combat, and I really built this character to heart.
Yeah. You know, it's good. It's good. But, you know, it's like we had a little scuffle in town. There's been definitely 2 serious opportunities today for there to have been more violence that have now, but that's what it's all about, right? You guys using your spells and your abilities to make yourselves less visible and to pass without trace, as it were. So yeah,
a killer choice. Yeah,
incredible.
10 out of 10 on that one.
And you know, they could have beaten a 14 on that. It wouldn't have been easy, but they could have. So awesome, very very cool. The morning comes then, and I assume you guys are just gonna hit the road, as it were.
Yeah.
And
do I have concentration on at all? No, we're good.
you guys, you're sort of tacking close to these hills, which I'll ping here. That being the kind of most direct route through to the Wedab Caves. It's quite a dull morning. You're not used to this. This there's a real like haze in the air. It's normally just very bright, very hot, very dry weather in this region, but there's this kind of a haze and a bit of a humidity almost, which is unusual. And there's actually some cloud overhead, and I think you would have this feeling of like, God, when did you last see clouds? Like, not since you've been in this whole region, really. Maybe the odd one floating by, but by and large, not really any at all. Traversing the desert as you do, and these hills on your left, as the morning draws on, the clouds grow larger and darker.
Okay.
Does Melpomene smell water, or does it like? That sounds very Floridian for me to say out loud, actually.
I understand 100% what you mean by that. No roll required. Yeah, you know, like, I know, like, one smell, which obviously wouldn't apply here, but, like, the smell of after rain has hit, like, tarmac, like asphalt.
Yeah, petrichor is the name of that smell,
such a distinctive one. I love that smell as well, by the way. Yeah, no roll required. Absolutely. There is vapor on the air. The clouds continue to roll in until a dark grey blanket that seems to have come on rapidly within 2 to 3 hours. And the sky overhead now is unrecognisable. If it looked like this in Gintbury, you would think it was a little unusual, because Gintbury is in a warm area. If you saw it like this in Hulan or Havaria, you wouldn't think anything of it at all.
We're in a desert.
But in the middle of the desert, west of Pagona's Rest, in the middle of the wilderness.
When parched land drinks the rains anew. That was the prophecy we got, right?
That was the prophecy you got. And you look overhead as these clouds, suddenly you hear it, a rumble of thunder.
My favorite noise. Again, that's a very Florida thing.
What's the kind of instinct here? Setting the scene, to your right is a completely vast expanse of nothing but desert. There's really nothing visible, bar some rocks and stuff. To your left, you've got these kind of hills. Dead ahead of you, you can distantly begin to see hills, and that is kind of your destination. That's where the Wedab Caves are, but I mean that's still several hours away. Is there any instinct to kind of change course or take any kind of action, seeing this weather develop and hearing this thunder?
I think Melpomene, not to project too much onto my own character, but I think that Melpomene would be wary of lightning, having some experience in their travels of living in places that see it frequently. So I think I would probably call out to the group, hey, let's maybe try to find a little bit of shelter, maybe in the hills.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Sounds like, yeah, sure.
Above table, my house has actually been struck by lightning and I lost a lot of electronics, so...
Oh, damn.
I live in the lightning capital of the US, so...
It's reassuring that there is such a thing as the lightning capital of the US, isn't it?
Yes. So yeah, I'm gonna start looking for shelter.
These hills are essentially massive dunes. And as you approach, trying to find some kind of like, Melpomene, what would you say you are looking for, if possible? You said some kind of shelter. What might that look like? Trees or buildings or what?
Yeah, trees or older ruins, or really like a valley space in between some hills where the wind wouldn't be too severe.
Anybody who wants to give me a nature check?
Definitely not my specialty.
Manfred, your experience as a ranger. Oh, I've got a raid coming in. Hello, friends. Lovely to see you. Foxy, I've lost your camera. Have you gone shy because of Cockers coming in? I was going to say, so Manfred, your ranger knowledge, you see as you all draw closer to the these two hills that are like emerging out of the landscape. As you look closer, Manfred, at it, you realise something. One of these hills on the right is not a hill at all. It's not made of earth and rock. This is just an enormous sand dune. One that is just like impossibly high. And as you draw closer, the thunder rumbles. A flash of sheet lightning illuminates the sky around you. The heavens open. An enormous deluge downpour erupts from the skies.
Oh dear.
Monsoon level water pours from the clouds, and this enormous sand dune in front of you begins to
wash away,
and you watch as this thing recedes, and emerging from the sand, from this enormous dune, you begin to see an enormous ruin.
Ooh, perfect.
And it being uncovered at a rapid rate by this huge downpour. And that is where we'll leave things. I told you we were close, didn't I?
I think we know what we're doing next time then.
So that is where we will leave things. Foxy, sorry that you hope you're able to get that sorted out, mate. I'm sure it will be something you can sort out quickly enough. But that is where we'll leave things. So